We've got a huge week for you in the markets. We'll break it down from one most important, two most important, and three most important in reverse order. So, the number three most important thing that we'll look at this week is this week's Fed meeting. On Tuesday, the meeting starts. On Wednesday, the meeting should end with the FOMC lowering interest rates by 25 basis points. Jerome Powell's press conference after will be an important part of that day as he outlines, just like a earnings conference call, what he sees for the future in interest rates, his reaction to the CPI data. So Wednesday's Fed meeting is the number three most important thing. The number two most important thing, earnings. Earnings are enormous this week. Why? 5 of the Magnificent 7 names are coming out with earnings. Meta Platforms, Microsoft, and Google Alphabet on Wednesday after the bell. Thursday after the bell, Amazon and Apple, but there's others. 176 names in the S&P 500 coming out with earnings this week. More than a third will get Boeing and Caterpillar in industrials. United Healthcare will be a big number. How about MasterCard and Visa looking at the U.S. consumer? There's a lot of names coming out, so that'll be a big one. Don't forget Berkshire Hathaway on Saturday comes out with earnings. Then, the most important thing that we'll see for this week is what's driving the market today, which is the relationship between the U.S. and China. The negotiations over the weekend that Scott Bessent came out and said, very successful framework. And he actually credited President Trump with the threat of tariffs to push these talks forward. China doesn't want a 100% tariff that was expected to go on November 1st. So that helped get this done. It'll culminate with the Xi Jinping, Donald Trump meeting at the end of the week here. What are they talking about? Why is it important? Grains, right? China buying U.S. agriculture, that's soybeans, corn, wheat, all higher this morning. Final deal on TikTok to be U.S. controlled. Deferral of Chinese rare earth export restrictions, that's big. That's important for the U.S. national security. So a lot of these things, and of course, the 100% tariffs that were due to go on November 30th won't be there. So watch for headlines on that coming in the next couple of days, but a huge week for the markets.